What if you had the power to change your perspective, your reality, and ultimately your life? Imagine a world where you hold the reins, a world where the strength to transform your life resides within you. It's not about the circumstances that surround you, but about the lens through which you view them. This is where the power of hope and positivity comes in. It's not merely a wishful thinking, it's a beacon in the darkness, a guide that shines through the bleakest of times. It's the fuel that powers the engine of change, pushing us forward when the road is steep, and the journey challenging. Positivity, on the other hand, is the ability to see the silver lining, to view the world with an optimistic lens. It's the wind that fills our sails, propelling us forward even against the toughest of storms. Now you might wonder, how do we harness these powers? How do we maintain hope and positivity in a world that sometimes seems to be filled with despair and negativity? The answer lies in an ancient philosophy known as Stoicism. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot always control external events, we can control our reactions to them. It empowers us to find tranquility amidst chaos, to remain hopeful and positive even in the face of adversity. Stoicism emphasizes the power of perspective, urging us to view obstacles as opportunities for growth. It encourages us to focus on what we can control, to let go of what we can't, and to live in harmony with the natural order of things. Remember, hope and positivity are not passive states. They require action, effort, and persistence. They demand that we challenge our ingrained beliefs, that we question our habitual reactions, and that we strive to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. It's a journey, a path that we must choose to walk each day. Hope and positivity are not elusive. They are choices we make, and Stoicism can show us the way. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This simple, profound statement encapsulates a core tenet of Stoic philosophy, that our inner world, our thoughts and attitudes, hold the power to shape our experiences and our overall sense of happiness. So what does this mean? Let's delve a little deeper. Imagine your mind as a garden. The thoughts you nurture, the ideas you water and give sunlight to, will inevitably grow. If you cultivate positive, hopeful thoughts, you're planting seeds of joy, serenity, and resilience. On the other hand, if negative thoughts are allowed to take root, they can easily overrun your mind's garden, casting a shadow over your happiness. Now, this doesn't mean that Stoics advocate for blind optimism or ignoring the realities of life. Quite the contrary. Stoicism teaches us to acknowledge our thoughts, positive or negative, without being controlled by them. It encourages us to see things as they are, and yet remain hopeful and positive. This is not an easy task, but definitely a rewarding one. So how can we practice this? Start by becoming more aware of your thoughts. Notice narratives you're telling yourself throughout the day. Are they hopeful? Are they positive? If not, don't chastise yourself. Instead, gently steer your mind towards more constructive thoughts. Remember, it's a practice. It takes time. Marcus Aurelius understood the power of the mind. He recognized that our thoughts can be our greatest allies, or his wisdom reminds us that while we may not have control over external circumstances, we have the ability to control our thoughts. Yes, the world can often be chaotic and unpredictable, but within this chaos, we have a place of calm and stability, our mind. And the thoughts we choose to entertain in this space can either lift us up or us down. We have the power to shape our thoughts, and thus, carry this wisdom with us as we navigate the complexities of life, fostering positivity, hope, and resilience along the way. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, teaches us, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This quote by Seneca is a powerful reminder of how our minds, if left unchecked, can often create scenarios of doom and gloom that are far from the actual reality. It's a common human tendency to overthink, to worry, to let our imaginations run wild with fears and anxieties. These imagined fears can rob us of our hope and positivity, leaving us in a state of unnecessary suffering. But Stoicism, as Seneca teaches us, provides a solution to this problem. It guides us to focus on the present moment. It encourages us to disengage from the worries of the future or the regrets of the past, and instead, to anchor ourselves in the here and now. Because the reality is, most of the things we worry about never actually happen. They are just figments of our imagination, shadows that fade away when faced with the light of the present moment. Focusing on the present moment doesn't mean ignoring the future or forgetting the past. Rather, it means understanding that the only thing we can truly control is our actions and reactions in the present. It means realizing that our power lies in the now. And when we harness this power, we can reduce our suffering, reclaim our hope, and refill our reservoirs of positivity. In the grand scheme of things, our lives are a series of present moments strung together. Each moment is a new opportunity, a fresh start, and each moment is all the more precious because it will never come again. So why waste it on imagined fears and anxieties? Why let our imaginations steal our present happiness? Seneca's wisdom is as relevant today as it was over 2,000 years ago. It reminds us to stay grounded, to stay present, and most importantly, to stay hopeful. Because hope is not just about the future, it's also about appreciating and making the most of our present. Let your imagination steal your present happiness. Keep your focus here now. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, believed, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote encapsulates the essence of Stoicism. It's a philosophy that empowers us to maintain control over our emotions and reactions, regardless of the circumstances we encounter. But what does this really mean? It means that our emotional state, our happiness or despair, is not determined by what happens to us, but by how we interpret and react to those events. This is the crux of Epictetus's philosophy. He believed that we hold the reins to our emotional well-being. You woke up late, missed your bus, and got to work late. Easy to let these events dictate your mood for the rest of the day. Epictetus challenges us to see these events differently. We could choose to see it as a series of unfortunate events, or we could see it as a test of our resilience, an opportunity to adapt and grow. Stoicism asks us to shift our perspective. Instead of focusing on the things we can't control, like the bus schedule or the alarm clock, should focus on the things we can control, like our reactions and attitudes. This shift in perspective allows us to choose hope and positivity over despair and negativity. How can we put this into practice? The next time you find yourself in a challenging situation, remember Epictetus's words. Yourself, how can I react to this in a way that cultivates hope and positivity? Might be challenging at first, but with practice, it becomes second nature. Stoicism is not about ignoring or suppressing our emotions, about understanding that we have the power to choose how we react to our circumstances. It's about choosing a perspective that cultivates hope and positivity. Life will always throw challenges our way. It's an inevitable part of existence. But we have the power to choose how we react to these challenges. Can let them bring us down, or we can use them as stepping stones towards growth and resilience. Your reactions are your power, them to cultivate hope and positivity. Stoic philosophy is not just about enduring hardships, it's about transforming them into stepping stones for growth. As we've journeyed through the wisdom of the Stoics, we've discovered three key messages. First, from the words of Marcus Aurelius, we learned that hope is not just a fleeting emotion, it's a powerful force capable of lighting the darkest corners of our lives and leading us towards a brighter tomorrow. No matter how bleak or challenging the circumstances may seem, hope can help us find a way forward. Then we delved into the teachings of Seneca, who reminded us of the transformative power of positivity. Positivity isn't about ignoring life's difficulties or pretending they don't exist. Rather, it's about choosing to focus on the potential for growth and change that lies within each challenge. It's about seeing the glass as half full, not because it's easy, but because it opens up a world of possibilities that a negative mindset would never reveal. We explored Epictetus's perspective on the principles of Stoicism. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or denying the reality of our experiences. It's about acknowledging our feelings, accepting the realities of life, and then making a conscious decision to not be controlled by them. It's about understanding that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. And in that response lies our power and our freedom. So let's take a moment to absorb these lessons. Let them sink in. Let them resonate within you. Because these aren't just abstract concepts, they're practical, actionable tools that can help us navigate life's ups and downs with grace, resilience, and optimism. What's the takeaway? Hope, positivity, and stoicism aren't just nice ideas. They're the foundations of a meaningful, fulfilling life. They're the keys to transforming challenges into opportunities, setbacks into comebacks, and hardships into stepping stones for growth. Hope. Choose positivity. And remember, the power to shape your life is in your hands. We hope you've enjoyed this journey through Stoic philosophy and its teachings on hope, positivity, and resilience. If this content resonated with you, if you felt it offered you some tools for navigating life's challenges, we'd love to hear from you. Your thumbs up and your comments are not just appreciated, they're what fuels our work. They're what allows us to continue bringing you content that inspires, uplifts, and empowers. So, if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. Remember, your support fuels our work. It's what allows us to continue sharing wisdom from the ages, wisdom that can help us all lead more meaningful, fulfilling lives. Stay tuned for more positive content. Remember, the power to shape your life is in your hands. Choose hope, choose positivity, and embrace the principles of Stoicism. And until next time, keep moving forward, one step at a time.